It's so early. It's 6:50 a.m. I'm going to be ranking every food. I have a random food generator and a draggable list builder and some background music that I don't know for sure is royalty free, but I'm pretty sure that it is. This is the first food that I got, lobster bisque. And we're going to start there. We're going to start with lobster bisque. That's going to be... You know what? Let's do it like this. Lobster bisque. A smooth and creamy soup made from lobster broth, cream, and seasoned with herbs and spices. I like lobster bisque. Moussaka, a Greek casserole dish made with layers of eggplant, ground beef or lamb, and a creamy bechamel sauce. I've had moussaka before, just once. But I love lobster bisque. So. Chicken satay, skewered and grilled chicken marinated in a flavorful blend of spices, often served with a peanut sauce for dipping. That's tough. That's already tough. Oh. Let's go in between. Again, this is a food I've not had a ton of. Taco salad. A Tex-Mex dish that combines elements of taco and a salad, typically made with seasoned ground beef, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, and tortilla chips. We're already... Yeah, that's staying at the bottom. Sorry, taco salad. I love tacos, but not like that. By the way, my name is Keith Carberry. I do Run Button here on Twitch and on YouTube, and Friends of the Table podcast, and here on Twitch, and Media Club Plus, another podcast. Goulash, a Hungarian stew made with tender beef or pork, onions, paprika, and other spices, usually served with noodles or bread. I've had it with bread. I've never had it with noodles. Goulash is good. Right in the middle. I don't think we've made a dent yet. Pancakes. Oh, that's tough. This is a totally different meal than than everything else. Like, I can run a thread from lobster bisque through taco salad and everything in between. I cannot put pancakes on that list. But I love pancakes, though. Ooh, I think that I would prefer a lobster bisque and satay, I think. Fajitas, another Tex-Mex dish made with sizzling strips of chicken or steak, onions, peppers, and often served with tortillas and toppings like guacamole and salsa. I'll say this. I have nothing against fajitas. I like fajitas. Tex-Mex is being poorly represented right now. I love Mexican food. I like a lot of Tex-Mex. But a fajita is just something I won't ever order on like a restaurant menu. I cannot stand the audacity, the narcissism of ordering a sizzling plate of look at me fajitas. Get over yourself. Tiramisu, an Italian dessert made with layers of coffee-soaked ladyfingers, mascarpone cheese, and cocoa powder. Hell yeah. I used to dislike tiramisu quite a bit. This is one of my bad food opinions from when I was younger. Now I like tiramisu quite a bit. You know, assuming that it's good. It's a good one. Like, I'm gonna say for everything, let's assume that this is a good one. Mango sticky rice, a Thai dessert made with sweet glutinous rice, fresh mango slices, and a drizzle of coconut sauce. I can't say that I've had this. I can't say that I've had mango sticky rice before. I've had mango, I've had sticky rice, I've had rice desserts, I've had all the components of this, and I will rank it. I will rank it nonetheless. I have no problem with ranking a food I haven't had. I'm going to put that above tiramisu, and I'll tell you why. I believe that mango sticky rice succeeds on its core concept. Tiramisu must be well executed, and that is not a given. I think it is much harder to make a good tiramisu than to make a good mango sticky rice, and that is how ties will be decided. Anything close to call, like how easy is it to get a good one? You know what I mean? That's how we're going to decide ties. Croissant, a French pastry made with a buttery, flaky dough, typically served warm and filled with sweet or savory fillings. Nothing wrong with the croissant. A little basic. I understand that a downside of this list is that you can't see everything on it just because of the way things are laid out. I know what I can do. Here's what I can do. You don't really need to see me hit generate, do you? Yeah. This is working for me. Definitely an improvement there. And then I'll fix the height of this thing too. Let's go, what do you think? 800? I think that's gonna overshoot. Oh, that's so close. That's so close. That was so close. Go 865. Oh, hell, look at that. Come on. Oh. How does this stream look, by the way? Everything normal? That's awesome. Great. Okay, back to the business. So you still can't see the exact full list. Like, there's now croissants is at the very bottom here. And you cannot see that. But that's much better. Much better. Peking duck. Oh, wow. Okay. A Chinese dish consisting of roasted duck served with thin pancake, scallions, and hoisin sauce. Let's get that right. Let's get that right up there. Peking duck. You freaking kidding me? That is a new top of the list. Top of the pops. Chicken enchiladas. Tortillas filled with shredded chicken, cheese, and a flavorful sauce, typically baked and topped with more cheese and sauce. Another high-ranking food here. I'm gonna put that one below lobster bisque. I didn't think lobster bisque was gonna rate so highly. Macarons. I'm a big fan of the macaron. The divisive macaron. A French dessert made with almond flour, egg whites, and sugar, often sandwiched with a filling like buttercream or ganache. I'm gonna go with next to right above pancakes, right below pancakes, right. Okay, I gotta be more aware of where the thing is there. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. I can be aware. Catarxis, I think, says, not gonna lie, I thought the notification might have been a prank, but I'm obsessed with the early morning food ranking stream. It was not a prank. It is true. Colin says, Keith, this is unhinged. No, it's not. This is normal. Sushi. Wow. Okay, this is unfair. Sushi is too broad of a category. Oh. But we're doing it anyway. Sushi. Big fan. Number 2, sushi. Yes. Linguistics is sushi parentheses concept. Lincoln says, quote, sandwiches, unquote. Yeah, that would be like, yeah, it's really categorical. Sushi is. Pesto pasta. So you'd be like if it just said pasta. I'll say this, I'm gonna make this ruling. If we get something more specific than sushi, we're gonna delete sushi and re-rank on a case by case. Pancakes I'm comfortable with because it's like, okay, you got, chocolate chip pancakes, you got raspberry pancakes, whatever. You got, rose water macarons, you've got chocolate, you've got lemon. But I think sushi really is like wildly different. Pesto pasta. Love pesto pasta. My childhood best friend, Ben, his mother would make pesto pizza all the time. And I would go over his house and I would stay there and we would have like pesto pizza for lunch and then always some kind of chicken. And it became this very long running joke that like every time I went over, we were having chicken for dinner. And she was like, I swear that I cook more than just chicken. This is just a coincidence. Sure, Michelle. Pesto pasta. It's really like I'm gonna give it to the pesto, I think. Fajitas? You're gonna give me fajitas again? No. Ratatouille. Never had it. But I understand the core concept. A French vegetable stew made with eggplant, zucchini, bell peppers, tomatoes, onions, and herbs, often served as a side dish or main course. Wow, one of those two? It's usually a side or a main? Huh. Interesting. When I pick a direction, I usually pick left or right. I'm gonna put Ratatouille on the bottom here. Oh, wait, croissants got moved to the bottom somehow. Or maybe I just never ranked it. I'm gonna put them... I'm just gonna put them there, if you can see that. At the end here, the only one that you can't see is Ratatouille. So I guess that's the punishment for coming last, is that the people can't see. Goulash. Got it already. Eggs Benedict. This one has a place nestled in one of the ventricles of my heart. A breakfast dish consisting of a poached egg and ham or bacon on a toasted English muffin topped with hollandaise sauce. This is the best breakfast food that there is. And it's thus very easy to rank because it must definitionally come above pancakes, which puts it in the top half by default. But actually, Eggs Benedict is the best food on here. Eggs Benedict, what a meal. Oh my God. Here's a tip. I have a tip for people who want a disgustingly large breakfast. A disgustingly large breakfast. Here's my tip. What you want is Eggs Benedict, obviously. As a side, whether or not you're already getting hash browns or home fries or some other potato, you want to get corned beef hash on the side. Especially, or maybe exclusively, if you can confirm that is like an in-house hash and that they're not serving you up some dog food, dog ass canned hash. You want to get the homemade corned beef hash. You want to get a little extra hollandaise sauce on the side and have that with your corned beef hash. You'll thank me. This is a tremendous pairing. Hollandaise sauce and corned beef hash. Sushi. Shrimp pad thai. I like pad thai. Lived near a really good Thai place before I moved to where I'm at now. It's still pretty close. Providence is not big. But I would go all the time, and now I don't go at all. Isaac is allergic to peanuts. And my experience is that it's difficult at a lot of Thai places to ensure that there's going to be absolutely no peanut anywhere. But the places that we've frequented have been totally 100% fine with that. I'm gonna put that right below lobster bisque. Yeah. Chicken tikka masala. I like chicken tikka masala. When I worked for years at an Indian restaurant in the Providence area, really good. Best Indian food probably in the state. At least in the Providence area. I can't confirm the state. The owner, nice enough guy. He was insistent. Whatever. He was really into like having a sort of like tour of India kind of menu, and so we had dishes from a bunch of different regions of India, and so instead of chicken tikka masala, we had a very similar dish called chicken lababdar. Very similar, slightly better, I think, but you know, you go to 5 places, you can have 5 different chicken tikka masalas, right? You know, but by my count, the lababdar beat all of them. So it's ahead by a hair, but it's consistently ahead by a hair. I'm gonna put that. Not my favorite Indian food, by the way, but it's still delicious. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Chicken tikka masala may be ahead of sushi, but it's behind sushi, but it may be the only dish that I had regularly that would be behind sushi instead of ahead of it. Lincoln says lamb sag is my go-to. Lamb sag is very good. Sag is really good. Korma is really good. Again, because my the owner of the restaurant that I worked at was really particular. I don't know how common a lot of the stuff that I've had. Obviously, I know some things are common, like sag and korma, and like kofta and stuff like that, are at a bunch of places. And then lababdar is basically chicken tikka masala, or like also basically butter chicken. You know, different by degrees, and but I loved pepper chicken, which was like a black peppery chicken dish. It was like a more savory madras with mushrooms in it, like super savory, a little spicy, and took extra heat really well. And I like, there's like 3 or 4 other Indian places around here that I'll go to sometimes, and none of them have pepper chicken. Even this guy's other restaurants, he owned 3 Indian restaurants, one like right north of Providence, one in Providence, like near the colleges, and one south of Providence, and only the one that I worked at had pepper chicken, and I was like, this is the best food I've ever fucking had. Highly recommend pepper chicken if you ever see it on a menu. Couldn't tell you how popular it is. Pizza. Oh my, okay. This is now we're in sushi territory. Pizza. Come on. Get real. And I hate to do this. Pizza's number 1. Pizza's easy number 1 right now. Chicken Parmesan. Love chicken parm sub, chicken parm calzone. I'll say a chicken parm pasta is like my least favorite way to have chicken parm. So it's actually going above pancakes, below satay. Beef stroganoff, a Russian dish made with tender strips of beef in a creamy mushroom sauce, typically served with rice or noodles. I've only had this with rice once, and it was so much better than with noodles. Not everything needs a noodle, guys. Millennium Me says, "Hi Keith, cool to find you live right after our midday Hunter x Hunter viewing. Just finished episode 108, following along with Media Club Plus 5 stars. So thank you so much. These episodes that are coming up, boy howdy, these are good. These are good eps. We're on like a really strong run. Like, I can't speak to what happens after 109, because that's all that we've recorded up to, and we haven't scheduled the next thing, so I don't know exactly what's going on. Oh, no, that's too high. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking of Hunter x Hunter. But, like, everything that's come after the 2 episodes that we spent with the Phantom Troop in Meteor City has been solid gold. Oh my god, it's been so good. Yeah, this is about right for beef stroganoff. Caprese salad, a refreshing Italian salad made with sliced tomatoes, fresh mozzarella cheese, basil leaves, and a drizzle of balsamic glaze or olive oil. Again, sort of with the chicken parm, having caprese as the normal salad is like my least favorite way to have it. I would much rather have, and I'll tell you why. This is an American thing, but not the way you think. Because in America, it's fucking hard as shit to find a good tomato. Holy fuck. It is. I'll tell you, here's what it is. Here's part of it. You go to a grocery store, pick a tomato. That's a bad tomato. If you're getting grocery store tomatoes, you've already lost in I would say most grocery stores in America. You're in a fancy grocery store, sorry to say, Whole Foods but something like that. You have a shot. You have a shot to get a good tomato. But you can really mask a shitty tomato by like making a caprese sandwich instead of a salad. I'll put it there now. Chicken katsu curry. Chicken katsu, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bland. Japanese curry, I'm gonna be honest. Japan has the worst curry in the curry making world. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Japanese curry is, no country makes a worse curry than Japan. Yeah, there we go. Beef tendon noodle soup, a Chinese soup dish made with slow-cooked beef tendons served with noodles in a flavorful broth. This is going to be such an insult because I've not had beef tendon. This is going to be so insulting, and I'm sorry because I have not had it. Simply haven't had it. Oh no, they're garnishing my space here. It's okay. We'll put that one above the chicken katsu curry. Haven't had it. Just gone faith. Caesar wrap. Contrite, exact opposite of the caprese. Caesar wrap. A sandwich is the worst way to have a Caesar. Here's how you have a Caesar. Number one, salad. Caesar salad. Holy shit. What a masterpiece of a salad. Absolutely insanely good salad. Caesar wrap? I'd have a Caesar pizza before I had a Caesar wrap. I'm going to put that one above croissants. Fettuccine Alfredo. Pasta dish made with fettuccine noodles tossed in a creamy sauce made from butter, Parmesan cheese, and garlic. Highly recommend this recipe. Butter, Parmesan cheese, and garlic. Garlic, I don't know about garlic. I mean, I love garlic, but oh, am I getting my noodles confused? I don't know that I am. Okay, no, yes. So the American style fettuccine Alfredo is like a gloppy, disgusting mess. Texturally, it's kind of a nightmare. Taste-wise, it's a lot without even really being that good. So it's like heavy and a mess, a big sloppy mess. A very simple fettuccine Alfredo recipe. You gotta add black pepper in there. That's the way to go for sure. Fettuccine Alfredo. Where do you go? You go above caprese, below pancakes, below chicken parm. Okay. First time I'm downgrading chicken parm. It is now below pancakes and below fettuccine Alfredo. That's an edit. That's our first edit. By the way, we talked earlier about Run Button, Friends of the Table, Media Club Plus, etc. If you like the stream, if you like Run Button, if you like Friends of the Table, go to Run Button No. Go to contentburger.biz, which is the Run Button Patreon, patreon.com/runbutton. Sign up for the Patreon. Let me do weird stuff like this in the morning. I think my Venmo is down there below the thing on Twitch. If you want to give me a Christmas gift, that'd be nice. I'm broke because I bought Christmas gifts for all my cousin's kids. That's so annoying. It's so annoying to have to do that. I didn't have to, I guess, but they're all kids, and it's they're now old enough to like know who's getting them Christmas gifts. So they're like, I'm gonna say between like 4 and 9. Creme brulee, a French dessert made with custard base topped with a layer of caramelized sugar. Creme brulee is fine. Creme brulee is fine. It's one of those things that is like, it feels like more. Why did this not like paste? Nice. Okay, I figured this out. If I right click paste, it like pastes as like an unformatted text. If I control V, it pastes, keeping the formatting. Conspecific says, I'm pretty sure this is the first Run Button stream I've joined since like 2016. Thank you for this early morning fever dream. Wow, that's a long time. I'm glad that I did this so that you could catch your stream. Creme brulee. I'm gonna put that. Creme brulee is kind of bullshit. It's very French. It's like, it's beautiful in its simplicity. And fuck off. It's Parisian. It's Parisian. Parisian bullshit. I can say that because I used to speak French. Yeah. Ooh, I can bold it. Okay, that's what that does. Creme brulee is going to go, is now the first thing in a while to go below fajitas. If anybody forgot, ratatouille is at the bottom here. I'm going to make another edit. Taco salad, I think, sucks so bad. I'm putting, I think I mistakenly didn't move ratatouille at all. Taco salad is worse than ratatouille. Again, I haven't had ratatouille. I just know. I don't need to have it to know. Philly cheesesteak. Now, this one I prefer as a salad, weirdly. I love to make homemade Philly cheesesteaks. Here's how I do it, and I think this is like an expression. This is a true expression of my genius, personally. First of all, I blend cuts. I get a really expensive, really fatty cut, and then I get a cheap cut, like something really, really nice, but cheap, like flank steak or skirt steak, that I think gives itself to like slicing and being, gotta cook it right, but it gives itself to slicing and biting into. You don't want a chewy sandwich. So you got to really cook the shit out of it and make sure it gets tender. And then I always get, for different people, different things, I get provolone and Cheez Whiz. And you can have one, the other, or both. I do this for like parties sometimes. And the key is you take the hot, super hot, it's got to be kept super hot, steak. You fill the bread, you fill the roll. If you're lucky, it gets microwaved for like 5 seconds and then wrapped in tin foil and then served in the tin foil, because it has to have time to like steam itself into being like warm and soft and kind of moist. And this is the genius of my homemade cheesesteaks. Spanakopita, a Greek pastry filled with spinach, feta cheese, onions, and herbs, wrapped in layers of phyllo dough. Phyllo dough and baked until golden and crisp. I love this. I gotta be honest, I've never said this word before. Spanakopita, is that correct? Someone can tell me. Love Greek food. Big fan. Love spanakopita. Correct enough. Good. That's where you want to be with Greek. You want to be correct enough. Italian, too. You don't want to be too correct. I think that's a good spot, right between enchiladas and satay. By the way, here we're ranking every food. Ranking every food? Keith Carberry doing Run Button, Friends of the Table, Media Club Plus. I recommend all that stuff. If you don't know what any of those are, or if you don't know what any one of those things is, I'll tell you. Or someone in the chat will tell you. Bibimbap. This is not my favorite Korean dish. Not an expert in Korean food. It's not. I'm thinking hard. Sorry, I'm thinking hard about Korean foods. Let's go. Still like it. It's getting to be a chore to drag. Oh, I've lost OBS. There it is. Okay. This is a good point. Katarxa says, not my favorite Korean food, but I don't think I've ever had a bad bibimbap. There. Another one that someone can correct me on if I'm mispronouncing. Chocolate chip cookies? Wow. I kind of didn't expect something so basic to come up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's not fair because, like, we had pizza, you know? But, like, chocolate chip cookies, that's almost, like, unfair to put on a food list. I'm not really a dessert guy. You might, like, be able to tell based on how this is going. I like it more than tiramisu. Again, I think it's easier to have a good one. Although it's not that easy to have a good one. I think I'm gonna put it down there. Oh my god, is that crazy? Is that crazy? Is it crazy to put chocolate chip cookies so far down on the list? Below mango sticky rice, a food that I technically haven't had. Below chicken katsu curry, a food yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah, okay, I figured it out. That's crazy. Okay, and here's the other thing. I've got to put chicken katsu curry down below tiramisu. And moussaka. Ooh. That's an edit. That's a big edit. And so that means that chocolate chip cookies are now free to be put up there. Yeah, that's it. That's right. There's a lot of that's right. Yeah, Lincoln says there's a lot of bullshit chocolate chip cookies out there. There's a lot of bullshit chocolate chip cookies out there. How's the mic sound, by the way? I'm not using my normal mic. I think this is a good sounding mic. Just using it for fun. But I don't have like the mic technique nailed down like I do with the mics that I use every day. Shrimp scampi. I learned about shrimp scampi from Muppet Treasure Island, a masterpiece film. I like shrimp scampi. I don't like shrimp scampi as much as I like Muppet Treasure Island, I'll tell you that. Muppet Treasure Island is better than shrimp scampi. You can take that to the bank. They might not accept it. I don't know, I don't think they know what to do with it. But you can take it to them. It's allowed. Like, they don't have a rule for that. This is getting by. This is an Air Bud technicality. This is an Air Bud style technicality. You can bring that Muppet Treasure Island is better than Shrimp Scampi to the bank because there's no rule against it. But anybody that heard that there was no rule against it both would understand why it shouldn't be allowed, but also still understand why there isn't a rule against it, because why would you do that? But it's a technicality. And we have Air Bud and we have Shrimp Scampi at the bank. Shrimp Scampi's good. Tindy says, wouldn't have been the strangest thing that happened when I worked as a teller. What would be the strangest thing that happened when you worked at a teller? Tindy also says, chocolate chip cookies includes the best homemade ones you've had, as well as, say, regular Chips Ahoy. Yeah, that's totally it. You've got to like weigh it based on how easy is it to get the good ones versus the bad ones. I'll tell you what I like. I like a brown butter, homemade chocolate chip cookie. I also like those super thin, crispy ones like Tate's that you get at the grocery store. I really like those a lot. That's like kind of the only kind of chocolate chip cookie I like that isn't homemade. Every once in a while, a cafe will have like a really stupid big chocolate chip cookie, and you're like, there's no way that's good. And then you'll have it, and you're like, oh, that was like really good. But usually, I would get like a Reese's peanut butter cup cookie from there. Did I cope it again? Beef pho, Vietnamese soup dish made with beef broth, rice noodles, and thinly sliced beef, served with various garnishes like herbs, lime, bean sprouts. There's not a lot of pho around here. I mean, I shouldn't say that. What I will say is that I have not organically encountered a lot of Vietnamese food in the suburbs of Boston or in and around Providence. And I know that I'm sure that it's there. I just like haven't seen it. I haven't heard anybody talking about it. So this is not something I've had a lot of. Beef empanadas. I'm going to let it linger on beef empanadas. I'm going to get a seltzer from the fridge. And I'm going to blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Am I back? Am I good? All right, I restarted my mixer. I'm going to give it a quick sync it. I'm going to open my seltzer. It's so weird that happened while I was gone. Deep Flaw had asked, is this the 50-year-old mic? This is the 50-year-old mic. It is. I'm worried, because I haven't heard it, that I was clipping for the first chunk of the stream I did with Sylvie the other day on the Friends of the Table channel. But not that worried. I can fix clipping. I'm good at that now. Beef empanada, the tools have also dramatically improved. Beef empanadas. I prefer pork empanadas. I don't know what this food generator has against pork, but we've had so much chicken and beef and so little pork. What's going on there? What is this conspiracy against pork? The superior meat. You can't. Beef empanada is one of those things, the low bar is so high. Remember, lobster bisque was our old number 1, and here it is still in the top 10. Not bad. We've not gotten chili dogs. Cinnamon rolls, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I'm not a dessert guy. I'm just not. I'm gonna go one below creme brulee. Can y'all see that? Okay, yeah. So you see ratatouille as the end. Of course, the actual bottom is taco salad. The bottom is obscured from the chat. Chicken shawarma. A Middle Eastern dish made with marinated and roasted chicken, often served in pita bread with garlic sauce and vegetables. Who could turn down shawarma? Street food over and over again reveals itself to be the ultimate food. Street food, inexpensive, portable, delicious. Don't get sick of it. Oh. I'm gonna go one right below tikka masala. If it was anything else, if it was any other tomatoey Indian food, it would beat it out. But I think tikka masala is gonna stay one below. Cobb salad. I used to eat Cobb salads all the time, almost every day, when I was working at California Pizza Kitchen for years and years, and it was just such an intense job mentally and physically. Being a waiter is so difficult. I was great at it. I was a great waiter. It's one of those things where I recognize how difficult it was on my mind and on my body, while also being like it's easy. Like it's easy to move beyond how difficult it is and just get it done, and then like leave work with a wad of cash. At lunch I would have just this huge Cobb salad, just be like, I just need like gasoline. I need this Cobb salad. Not only was it not my favorite salad at the time, it wasn't even my favorite salad on the menu. But I had it because I just need the chicken and the cheese and the egg. I just need it. So it does have a special place in my heart. I'm gonna fix some of these. There we go. Cobb salad is better than a Caesar wrap, but way worse than a Caesar salad. Chicken noodle soup, a classic. Here's the truth about chicken noodle soup. The best chicken noodle soup in the world is quite good, but most chicken noodle soups are dog shit, dog doo-doo. I'm going to put it second to last. Taco salad still the lowest on the list. How's everybody doing this morning? How many people are here? Does it tell me on OBS? I don't remember. Oh, a couple dozen people? Something like that? Jones Comma Ice Cream says, I got breakfast sandwiches coming, so I'm really good. Butter chicken! Here we go. This is the real fight that a lot of people want to have. A lot of people want to have the fight butter chicken versus chicken tikka masala. I don't want to have that fight. Because the truth, I'm sorry, but the truth is this is a difference of degrees. Butter chicken is a little better than chicken tikka masala. It just is. But also, they're very close. I couldn't, in good conscience, put this anywhere other than one single space away from chicken tikka masala. While admitting, I have to admit this. I have to put this out there into the microphone. Butter chicken has way more variance. Butter chicken to butter chicken to butter chicken than chicken tikka masala does. And you can definitely find a butter chicken that is like not like chicken tikka masala at all. Well, okay, I'm going too far. I'm overcorrecting. You can definitely find a butter chicken that has widened the margins of the difference. But on average, especially in America, butter chicken, for all intents and purposes, is a little bit different than chicken tikka masala. Aradskull says, what's everyone's favorite bread for a breakfast sandwich? English muffin, regular bread, bagel, croissant. I'm way into the croissant. When the croissant is not available or when it's bad, I will take an English muffin. A bagel I love. I cherish the bagel. I venerate the bagel. But it is the wrong bread for a breakfast sandwich. It's too dense. It's too much. It squishes all the ingredients. They squish right out. Ingredients fall into the hole. It is a no good for a breakfast sandwich. I even like it flavor-wise. I think it like works, but it's a density and geometric issue. Aradskull, correct. Yes, the only bagel sandwich I like is salmon and cream cheese. Absolutely true. Lox or one of the other smoked fish belongs on a bagel, specifically a bagel. That is, I understand that it's a breakfast sandwich, but that is not the kind of breakfast sandwich I was meaning. That belongs on a bagel. And a shit ton of capers, that's right. Fuck the caper haters. Fuck the caper haters. Shrimp and grits. Holy mackerel. I've never even heard of that. I've heard of them. I've heard of each of the two bits. The shrimp bit and the grits bits. I've never even heard of shrimp and grits. Hey, but that's America, you know? I have not heard of this southern dish, but I have heard of every single other thing that we've ranked from all of these different countries around the world. And the southern dish, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Shrimp and grits. I can judge this easily. I understand the component parts. Grits I like, shrimp I like. Together, I'm not super convinced. I'm gonna put them above fajitas. I'm gonna put them below fajitas because you know what? Fajitas might be mid, but they are consistently mid, and the component parts are so good. Like, I can't hold it against fajitas that the chicken and the steak is unseasoned, the vegetables are unseasoned, the performance is obnoxious. Pork, hey, we've got a pork. crispy pork belly, and what a pork it is. Roasted or fried pork belly with a crisp skin and tender meat, often served with a side of vegetables or rice. It's a place, there's a sort of permanent food truck fixture. I guess not permanent. I guess no, delete. I was drinking, and so I didn't control V. They have such good crispy pork belly. And the first time we went, they had really good rice and black beans. And every other time I've gone since, the rice hasn't been as good. And it's been pinto beans instead of black beans. And I think that each bean has its place. But the black bean was so much better than the pinto bean. And I keep going back being like, do you guys have black beans? And they're like, no. They're not mean. They're not mean. It's just how it feels. Yeah. Number 3. New number 3. Sorry, Peking duck. Crispy pork belly has a shot at Eggs Benedict. Are we running out of foods? Am I gonna have to like get a new generator? Mushroom risotto, an Italian dish made with arborio or carnaroli rice. I've never heard of carnaroli rice. Cooked with mushrooms, onions, garlic, white wine, Parmesan cheese. This is gonna sound stupid. The best risotto I've ever had was at this restaurant I only worked at for like 3 days. It was not a good fit. And I was there for like 3 or 4 days. I learned the menu. I was like working regular shifts. They had me like working the floor. Like when I was working California Pizza Kitchen, they had me training with the with the supervisor key holder for like almost a week before I was taking tables on my own. When I was at this place, I didn't have a single shift following anyone or learning the menu or learning how. They just fucking threw me in it. And I can't remember exactly what happened. I think that I agreed to cover someone's shift, and I was late, or I slept through like an hour of the shift, or it was unclear whether I actually was taking the shift or not. There was something about it where I felt that like I wasn't even 100% sure that this was happening, that I was taking this shift. But I got a call, and they like fired me on the spot. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, I'll come in right now. It was like an hour into the shift or something. And I was like, I'll come in right now. Like, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And they were like, no, you're fired. I was like, what? That's crazy. I've worked with some of, people who've been so bad at their jobs. For me to get fired over that is insane, because I'm like, I was a really good waiter. It's crazy. Anyway, they had the best risotto I've ever had. It was like a sports bar. I was like, what the fuck? What? Why is this so good? It was a bad fit though. Didn't want to be there. I'm glad that I got fired and I could find a better job. Oh. They had mushroom risotto twice in a row, and I didn't notice, I think. Or I just didn't hit that. Caesar salad, here we go. Oh, here we go. Caesar salad, come on. This is going to be good. Where do you guys think it's going to be? Huh? Where do you think? There's a Caesar wrap. Is it down there? It's same ingredients, basically. Nope. Nope. Where's it going to stop? You even have a clue? Caprese salad? 2 salads. What do you think? Nope. Caesar salad. Going up. Number 5? 4? Number 4? Number 3? Look at number 3. Caesar salad. That's really good. There's a lot of mid Caesar salads out there, but a fucking good Caesar salad, holy shit. Holy shit. A good Caesar salad. Really fucking good. Some anchovies in there. You want to taste the anchovy. Just a little bit. You want to taste the anchovy. Chicken korma. Easy. Easy. Starro the Outlaw says, I accidentally put too much water in my oatmeal this morning and then had to add more oats. And now I have this huge bowl of oatmeal. Wow, your glycemic index is going to be fucking perfect. You're going to have the most perfect glycemic index of all time. Sorry to sushi, but if you want to keep your spot, you got to get a little more specific. Sushi? The fuck do you mean sushi? What kind of sushi? Miso soup. Oh, okay. Lost my OBS. Chinny says, what's the best sushi roll? I don't eat sushi rolls a lot of time, actually. Whenever I have a chance to have sushi, I get sashimi or nigiri. Depending on the fish. I think that the most underrated fish to have raw is mackerel. I love like Saba mackerel. It's like really, really good. Miso soup is not that good. Or I should say most miso soup that I get when I get miso soup is not that good. So anyway, so big proponent of mackerel. I really like eel. I like I mean, everybody likes tuna. It's like duh. It's like the thing I think that people think about when they think about sushi. Chicken pad CU. Have I had this? I don't think I've had this. Thai stir-fried noodle dish made with wide rice noodles, chicken, eggs, vegetables, and a sweet and savory soy-based sauce. That sounds really good. Haven't had that. I'll rank it. I'm comfortable with that. Got a pretty good list. I think we've made a dent in foods. Got a pretty solid dent in foods. There can't be too many foods left after this. I think this sounds really good. I'm going to put this high on faith. Better than a caprese salad for sure. Um, I'm comfortable putting this one above chicken satay. I'll put it above scampi. I'll put it above scampi. Yeah, that's where it goes. Biryani. Okay. Okay. I like biryani. Not my favorite. When I worked at the Indian restaurant for a long time, you really got a sense of like my bosses and the owner of the restaurant really wanted to like cultivate a big Indian clientele. Like they were sensitive about being an Indian restaurant that served like just white people. They wanted to be like the spot that Indian people said, that's where I like. And so there's a lot of Indian families that came in, and you could really get a glimpse of like what they wanted to eat that was different than what white people were eating when they came in. I think I've talked about this before, but like you'd start to get the sense of like, oh, this is a white person order. And there's nothing wrong with what white people were ordering. A lot of the labab dar, which was our version of the thing that butter chicken or chicken tikka masala would take up on the menu. A lot of saag, a lot of eggplant, and a lot of rice, a lot of white rice. And Indian families would come in and they'd be like, this is me, this is my editorializing. My feeling was they'd be like, fuck the rice. We have rice at home. We're not going to come out here and eat white rice. So instead of white rice, they'd get biryani. And instead of, and they get a ton of naan because we had like a huge tandoor. And they'd get like a whole tandoori chicken, like a whole bird. And they'd get like fish stew and like mutton. And white people were getting like saag and tomato curry. And it's very, and then we get, oh, this is I learned, this is a trick that I learned. Thank you to the non-white people that were going to the Indian place that I worked. Plates of raw red onion. They would just order plates of onion. And it unlocked something in my mind. Like, fuck, you can just have raw onion as a side. Fuck, that's awesome. And I started doing that. I want to say specifically, white people were getting plain naan. Or like, you know, like with butter. Like, just like, no, nothing in the bread. They were getting plain naan. And they were getting pesto naan we had, which is so fucking good. The pesto naan that we served, it was so good. And the sweet naans like Dayton coconut and honey ginger. The non-white people were getting the puri, the fried, like the deep fried naan, because they were like, again, it's like we're not deep frying naan at home. They were getting the puri, and they were getting the like, was it a wheat flour naan? I can't remember what it was called. And then garlic and onion naans, which white people were getting garlic naans too, but the onion naan, white people were never getting onion naan. Never. Which is weird. You'd think that would be popular, but it wasn't. Did I rank biryani yet? Yeah, that seems right. Maybe you'll put it below Spanakopita. This is a great example. Balpert says, I went to a Chinese restaurant with a group of friends, and I was the only person who didn't get orange chicken. There were like 9 of us. It was unreal. To be fair, I tried some of their orange chicken, and it was really good, but still, orange chicken is definitely this for Chinese places. And again, you know, there's nothing wrong with eating what the white people eat. But you want to make sure that that's what you really want, because people sometimes don't step out of that line. And I know that I have the thing inside me that is like, I want to impress someone with my order. I want to order what's actually good. And I want someone else with good taste to recognize my good taste, which is a version of mental illness. It's not that I want to order something I don't want. I dropped a glass, but it didn't break. I dropped an expensive glass, and it didn't break. Whoa, did I get crazy again? I heard like a weird static noise. That was nuts. I guess I'm not robot-y. Cool. What was I saying? I want to order what I want. And I want what I want. Someone to go, he knows. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I think that that's not healthy to experience, like to have that desire, but I think it's healthy to admit it, because I think a lot of people have that. And I'm just very lucky that I have really good taste, so it happens all the time. Falafel wrap. I don't love falafel. I think falafel is a little overrated. This list is starting to get insane. Like, there's so many things now that it's hard to justify some of these. Very few. I think I've done a really good job of like feeling good about all of these, but there's stuff like the moussaka. I'm like, is that really below beef tendon noodle soup, a soup I haven't had? Like, I sort of feel like it should be like with the goulash. I may just make that change right now. What on here do I think is better? Nothing. Okay, moussaka belongs up here. This is an oversight. We're correcting. There's nothing wrong with correcting. It would be insane to not have to correct. Honestly, that's like that was like the only like really big standout to me. Cinnamon rolls, got it. Gyudon. Japanese rice bowl dish. It was thinly sliced beef and onions, simmered in a sweet and savory sauce, served over steamed rice. Now, I think I've had this. I'm not 100% sure, but I certainly feel qualified to rank it. Definitively. I feel qualified to definitively rank this. How's the music? Do we like it with the music? Did I not drag that right? Where did I? Oh, here it is. There we go. Chicken piccata. Another California Pizza Kitchen staple. This one, I would take this one home. More capers too. We had tons. I would be like, give me extra capers. Chicken piccata. Good chicken piccata. Holy mackerel. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
These products are all available on Amazon.
Hey.
They're sure to spark your interest.
Hey.
12 South Air Flight.
No. No. Don't tell me about that. The list is getting so long, you guys. By the way, I know I mentioned contentburger.biz, the Patreon that pays me money. I don't make a lot of money, you guys. I don't make nothing. But I think especially if you've like been to the Friends of the Table Patreon and you see that number and you're like, wow, these guys make a lot of money. God, holy shit, do I not make that much money? I don't make a lot of money at all. So if you want to go to contentburger.biz or friendsoftheTable.cash and donate to keep me able to do this, do a lot of work, do a lot of editing. It's not just on mic shit. Media Club Plus on its own, I spend 10 to 15 hours, probably closer to 15 hours a month editing. Because like 2.5 episodes come out a month, or 2 1/3 episodes come out a month. About 6 hours of editing an episode. And it's just the editing. It's not 2.5 hours of watching and note taking, 3 hours of recording per ep. And we're at negative $1,000 on the Patreon and friendsoftheTable.cash since we started. So we've actually gone down. Although it's been a long break in Friends of the Table, and that happens between seasons. I guess we'll see what happens when the new season starts and the new Patreon thing starts. You could maybe say that Media Club Plus has kept the Patreon up during the long break between Patreon seasons. But that doesn't help my paycheck at all. And Run Button, of course, has been plugging away, making less and less money every month for years and years. So if you enjoy the stuff that we do, go to contentburger.biz and sign up. Or scroll down on the Twitch page and send me money directly for Christmas. Say, Merry Christmas, here's some money. And of course, yes, Lincoln, yes, leaving more 5-star reviews. I don't know, the problem with the 5-star reviews is that's like a long, that one is so abstract. It helps more people listen to the show, but it doesn't help more people pay money. What would help more people pay money, I think, is like deciding to buy your friend a membership, gift them a membership to the Patreon, which is a new thing you can do. You can gift a membership. That is like one way to do it. Or telling friends, trusted friends, hey, you would really like Media Club Plus, or you would really like Run Button. You should check them out and support them. Tacos al pastor. All right. Here's my al pastor story. Here's my al pastor story. And I'm going to give some identifying information. I'm not. You're going to have to do the work. I live close to a James Beard Award finalist for Best New Restaurant in the country. A Mexican place. This place is unbelievable. I think it was last year was the year they were a finalist, I think. It's so fucking good. And al pastor I've never liked because I find that the pineapple is all wrong. It's like too much pineapple, or the bits are too big, and like it's just not right. I had this al pastor from this place near me, in Rhode Island, and it changed my life. It changed my entire opinion of al pastor. And it was, first of all, the meat was like beautifully cooked and like really intensely seared on the outside, so you get a lot of texture in the meat. And however it was cooked in a way where all of the meat tasted like pineapple, and it had little bits of pineapple, but it formed a cohesive, coherent bit of meat that like was not like, here's some pork tasting pork and here's a hunk of pineapple, and also it's too sweet. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it was balanced, and it changed how I think about al pastor, and it became one of my favorite foods. Lyrics. This isn't what I signed up for. Oh, we finished the album. By the way, this is this is relaxing bossa nova music for good mood by Jazz Bossa Nova on YouTube Music. So this is why I'm pretty sure that it's royalty free, but not 100% sure. I don't even know if it's real music. I like this. I like having to drag it up. You really have to like challenge every step of the way. I'm putting it below Peking Duck and Chicken Korma because I can now consistently get really good al pastor, but I spent a long time not being able to find a good one and not liking it because of that. So it is hard to find a good one. Bibimbap we've had. Chicken adobo, Filipino dish made with chicken marinated in vinegar, soy sauce, and spices, then braised until tender and flavorful. Okay. No thoughts on chicken adobo. Nothing wrong with it. I quite like it. I just don't have like a story about it or like a strong opinion. Yeah, okay. That's about right, I think. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Fish and chips. Holy mackerel. I'm kind of surprised that I've had, like, so many things, like, stories to tell about my specific reasons for liking, a food or my experience. Like, I didn't expect that to be part of the stream, genuinely. But there's a fish and chips place. This place I will say by name because I don't live near it. But Dune Brothers. There's now 2 locations too, so I'm extra safe. Dune Brothers in Rhode Island. Fish and chips, unreal. Fresh caught menu, changing every day based on what they can get. Fish and chips, sandwiches, oysters, Rhode Island style clam cakes, which are like not my favorite style of clam cake, but I met the guy who I met this guy, the chef who was doing a pop-up, and we were chatting for a while, and he was like, yeah, I just started at Dune Brothers, and I was like, oh, you're at Dune Brothers now? And he was, doing new menu stuff for Dune Brothers, and I was eating his clam cakes. I was like, these are the best clam cakes I've ever had. And then I went to Dune Brothers after he started working there, and their clam cakes, they changed overnight. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know if they changed overnight, but they had changed between the 2 times that I had them, before and after this guy started working there. And they're crispier, they're a little bit smaller, they have a little bit more meat in them, the textures, every single thing was better. They went from being like the only not good thing, or like the only meh thing on the Dune Brothers menu, to being out of this world. But this guy was a genius. He was like, had this like beautiful green like vegetable dipping sauce for this is the pop-up, not at Dune Brothers. And I don't even remember what was in it, but he was just like, oh yeah, I had like extra vegetables, so I like turned it into a sauce. And I was like, that is a beautifully nonchalant way to treat your seafood pop-up. Like being like, oh yeah, I just like improvised this sauce. The sauce was so fucking good, you have no idea. But yeah, Dune Brothers has good clam cakes now, even though they're still Rhode Island style, which is like way breadier than I like. Like if you think of like a Massachusetts fish cake or crab cake, it is like 90% meat, 10% cake. A Rhode Island style clam cake is like 90% bread, or like hush puppy, and 10%, if that, clam. And oftentimes the clam bits are too big. And so you get this like weird, oh, here's a bread, now I'm chewing clam, now I'm chewing bread. It's not good. You want to do a little more clam, and you want to have the bits smaller so that they don't interrupt the bite. Anyway, this place has the best fish and chips that you'll ever have in your fucking life. Holy shit. Unbelievable fish and chips at Dune Brothers in Providence. Go to Providence. If you're like, you should drive 3 hours just to get the fish and chips at Dune Brothers. Like it is like good enough to spend all day driving to. That's my opinion. They do Cape Shark. Most days they like typically have like an oily fish and a flaky white fish. So like, think of like normally a fish and chip would be pollock or haddock or cod. Pollock, I think, is a little bit greasier than usual, but like haddock and cod are very clean fish. That's your normal fish and chips fish, something like that. Cape Shark is like the turkey leg to cod's chicken breast. That's not to say it's better. It's just very different. And also the portions are huge, but get a buddy, go to Dune Brothers. One of you figure out if it's Cape Shark or sometimes it's something else. Figure out what the dark meat fish that they're serving is, and figure out what the light one is, and share, and each have both, and get a lobster roll. Split it if you have to. It's expensive, and it's not that big. Holy fucking shit, that lobster roll is so good. Beautiful. No mayo. Get them fucking mayo out of here. Buttered. Where did I do with the fish? Where did the fish go? Oh, I accidentally started dragging buttered chicken. Buttered chicken. Yeah, there we go. No mayo, just beautiful, perfectly cooked lobster, butter, onion a little bit, tiny bit of lettuce, tiny bit, like almost a garnish amount of lettuce. Fish and chips, number 2. And the fries are perfect too. It's crazy. You have food like that, and it's so reasonably priced. It's like $25 for a massive portion of fish and chips. And it's like, what are we doing? This tiny little place, outdoor seating only, they can get me the best fish and chips I've ever had for $25. And you go to a quote unquote real restaurant and they want $30 for like a significantly worse product. Get real. Go fuck yourself. Zayas Quinces, I remember when fish and chips were like $12. Okay, number one, that's fair. Number two, prices have gone up. There are still places with cheaper fish and chips. Every pizza place within a 25-mile radius of me, at least. I'll say this: every pizza place within that isn't like just pizza. Every like pizza house or pizza joint style pizza place within a 150-mile radius of me has fish and chips that are like fine and like $18. Isn't bad, but it's like that is a heavily compromised fish and chips. Pad Thai. I like Pad Thai fine. After this one, I'm going to blow my nose. We're going to get 2 more new ones, and then I'm going to go. Hamburger. I hate the, like, top-heavy pizza, fish and chips, and hamburger. God, that would be a bad look, I think. That'd be a bad look. Tindy makes a good point. Hamburger, but not cheeseburger. I have to imagine that cheese is one of the various toppings of a hamburger. I'm going to be true to myself here. I like having to scroll up and drag it up because it really makes you consider each step of the way. Biryani, beef stroganoff, pesto pasta. Okay, butter chicken. Salad chicken shawarma. Yeah, that's it. A shitty beef empanada is pretty good. I think a shitty hamburger beats a shitty beef empanada. And a really, really good beef empanada is like really in the ballpark of a really, really good hamburger. So I'm going to give hamburger the edge. Baklava. I like baklava. Baklava might end up being the highest ranked dessert. I've got like this dessert land here. I'm gonna have to do this. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna have to do that. There's so many bad chocolate chip cookies. There's not that much bad baklava. Beef stir fry. That could be anything. Really good though. This is one of those things where, like, talk about a good home-cooked meal. Beef stir-fry. I think most people in America cannot do a good beef stir-fry. I think that, like, you really want to go to a restaurant, get a good beef stir-fry, unless you're a competent cook. Competent cook. And does that mean that it goes under hamburger and beef empanada? Because that is not true of them. I couldn't tell you like what it is about like an American family's attempt at a beef stir fry, but it is like truly wrong. Like there's something wrong with it. It's not right. I don't know if anyone else has that. Beef tacos. Tortilla filled with seasoned ground beef, topped with lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, salsa, commonly enjoyed in Mexican cuisine. I'm gonna tell you what. The other times that we've had Tex-Mex, it was honest about that. This is describing Tex-Mex, and I will treat it as the fucking El Paso ass, taco night, white family taco night beef taco that this is describing. That is the treatment that I'm giving this, which means that it's going at number 2, right above taco salad. I want to be clear. I fucking love tacos. It is my love for tacos that requires these to be so low. I'm gonna do one more. Sushi burrito. Ugh. Two great things do not taste great together. Get the fuck out of here. Sushi burrito. We have a new number 0, the unlisted number, sushi burrito. This is low quality fish, poorly wrapped, so much rice, unconsidered fillings, in a restaurant owned by a guy who thought opening a restaurant would be a quick way to make a buck. This is not made by a friend. This is made by an enemy. In a better world, a sushi burrito could really kick ass. We do not live in that world, my friends. Zayas Quinn says shrimp burrito would kill, though. I've had a shrimp burrito. It does kill. That's not super uncommon. That's the last one. Sushi burrito is our last one. I'm going to read the list from the bottom up. Sushi burrito, taco salad, beef tacos. And I want to be clear that these 3 represent an American bastardization of burritos, tacos, and sushi. This is not a comment on Mexican cuisine or on Japanese food. This is a comment on American restaurant and white family home style cooking. Sushi burrito, taco salad, beef tacos, chicken noodle soup, ratatouille, cinnamon rolls. Edit. Ratatouille goes above cinnamon rolls. Creme brulee, shrimp and grits, miso soup, fajitas, croissants, chicken katsu curry, Caesar wrap, Cobb salad, falafel wrap, beef pho, mushroom risotto, tiramisu, mango sticky rice, beef tendon noodle soup, moussaka, goulash, chocolate chip cookies, baklava, macarons, caprese salad, chicken parmesan, fettuccine alfredo, pad thai, pancakes, gyudon, chicken adobo, bibimbap, chicken satay, shrimp scampi, chicken pad cu, biryani, spanakopita, chicken enchiladas, beef stroganoff, pesto pasta, shrimp pad thai, lobster bisque, chicken piccata, beef stir fry, beef empanadas, hamburger, chicken tikka masala, butter chicken, chicken shawarma, sushi, tacos al pastor, chicken korma, Peking duck, crispy pork belly, Caesar salad, eggs Benedict, fish and chips, and pizza. Thank you all for watching this video. I just had a weird idea, and 12 minutes later, I was streaming. I should have gone to bed 4 hours ago, and I chose to not do that. I have a family party to go to in a little while. If you liked this stream or me or anything I've ever done or any of the people that I work with, strongly consider going to contentburger.biz and subscribing there to our Patreon, contentburger.biz, friendsoftheTable.cash for Friends of the Table. Of course, obviously, I personally make more money percentage-wise with the thing with 2 people. So if you want to throw something me and Kyle's way, or for either, get a subscription for your friend or anything else, feel free to do that. If you want to kick me a couple bucks specifically, say thanks for a year of content. Keith, you did more this year than any other year, maybe since like 2014, 2013. Like, I really, really, really was on mic a lot this year. More than in a decade plus. If you want to say thank you for that, say Merry Christmas for that. Thank you for editing Media Club Plus. I think that my PayPal and or Venmo are right below the Twitch page. You can go in there and pay me back for a job well done, I hope. I kind of took a week off of editing, or, not like a whole week. I took like part of a week off of editing. I meant to have a lot of Run Button stuff up this week that just didn't go up. I was reorganized. Actually, what I did was I spent the last 2 days cleaning and reorganizing the Run Button office. I bought an organizational system. I invented an organizational system and bought the component parts, and organized a ton of Run Button stuff and cleaned up and organized the office. So I did that for 15 hours this week instead of editing. But I'll be back to regularly scheduled programming this weekend. I think that's all that I had to say. Hold on. Albert says every food ranked. Jack and Kat ranked every animal. I had no idea that they did that. That's so funny. I swear to God, this idea emerged totally without input from the outside world. I thought it up as a joke about ranking things, really. That's so funny. I might do this again. I might see if I can save this list or at least not close it. And go back and do maybe get another list. Maybe get something like that includes like ingredients and get really abstract with it and be like, is Eggs Benedict better than red pepper flakes? I haven't ranked a lot of stuff before, but if you go to the Run Button YouTube channel, I did do several like Pokemon ranking streams, because if there's one thing I'm sick in the head about, it's Pokemon. That's it. Just consider being generous with your money to me. That's all that I can say. Hey, if you're in the Run Button Discord, I haven't been streaming movies like I was doing for a month or so recently because I've been busy. But I do want to get back to doing that. Maybe we'll do some Christmas movies or something over the next week and a half, 2 weeks. So if you're in the Run Button Discord, check that out. If you're not in the Run Button Discord and you want to know how to get into the Run Button Discord, it's kind of random. There's no good way to get in. I guess you could subscribe to our Patreon and message me directly. I would get you in. The other thing is that when I do stream a movie, I paste a fresh, limited, like to, usually 5 or 10 or 15 clicks, Discord link on the Patreon. And if you're subscribed to the Patreon, you'll get a notification for like, hey, Keith is streaming a movie. Here's how to get into the Discord. Those are 2 ways to get into the Discord that I know of. Anybody that's on the Patreon can ask for an invite, and I will grant it to you. We don't have it linked to the Patreon because it's not technically paid. You don't have to pay us money to get in. But it is, we do not make it that easy. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching this silly stream, and hope you have a good winter. If you're going on break soon, if you're in school, or if you have a winter vacation because you have a good job, have a good vacation. Later.